everyone, I am here with the Soul Connections and Separation reading to accompany the new moon in Gemini, which is June 3rd. So this is a little bit earlier than I normally post them, but I will be traveling, so I wanted to make sure that I got this out for you guys in a timely manner. There is so much going on energetically. I'm sure you guys are all feeling it, and I've had just a whirlwind of stuff happening today, just things I want to share with you, but I don't want to run out of time. But you guys may notice I have some new art behind me. It didn't quite line up when we were trying to picture it hanging it yesterday. I was hoping you would be able to see the whole thing, but if I move over, you can see that there's three feathers. It's the same artist that I had featured previously, and her information is down below, but I just think these are absolutely gorgeous. So it kind of looks like I have rabbit ears now, which is actually pretty funny, but I just love the vibe these give off. So as what's been happening lately, I've been feeling like there's a lot of crystals that want to start appearing in my videos, so I've been bringing those along. Today, the malachite pyramid wants to be here, the fluorite wand. Both of those are from Sedona. I just bought them on my last trip there. And this is a zebra stone, and I got this in Australia in January. And this design, it was very unique. All of these zebra, obviously that's why they're called zebra stones, they're black and white. But this one, to me, the way it was split reminded me of the yin and the yang and balance, and I just thought it was so beautiful, and I had to have it. So also this selenite tower that I recently got. I got this at the Cocapelli shop up in Dayton, here in Ohio. And I put this on my altar, and for whatever reason, I was getting ready to set up and do the reading today. And it's just like, I needed to bring it over here. And to me, it looks like a castle, kind of. And you can see it's kind of like reflecting. There's some light coming in from my patio, and I can kind of see the iridescence. Hopefully you guys can see it. It'll show up on the video. But literally, when I picked this up and I thought castle, I heard in my head, the fairy tale is real. So, yeah, we'll see what comes out in the reading today, but regardless of what does, the fairy tale is real. So I'm going to set this off to the side. I don't want to knock it over, but just know that it is here. Its energy is here for the reading. I was doing some reading on this new moon that's coming up. Again, Gemini is the sign of the twins. This is a soul connections and separation reading. Doesn't have to necessarily mean be applicable to twin flames, whatever label you want to call it. If it's a deep soul connection, if it's a karmic partnership, if it's a beloved, sacred partner, whatever it is that resonates with you, that's what matters. I identify myself as a twin soul, so that's the terminology that I use a lot. But please know that these messages are intended to apply to you in whatever capacity that you identify yourself, whatever that may be. So this new moon in Gemini, again, the sign of the twins, it's set to be very, very powerful. And if you've been watching my general element readings, you'll see that I keep getting, there's going to be a lot of movement in June, but then I feel like big things are going to happen in July, and Leo season is what I keep getting. Leo season 8s have been coming out, 888. So it could be August, because Leo season's in August as well. But July, I think, is going to be a big month. But this new moon obviously is going to catapult a lot of that along. And what I've been reading is that this new moon is set to help the masculine energy open up to their emotions and their feelings. And it's set to help the feminines become more confident about stepping into their power and possibly, maybe their path and their mission and those types of things. So with that, all that being said, we're going to do my usual setup here. I'm going to do the masculine's energy first, the feminine's, and then the connection between the two. If you remember the full moon reading that I just did, my recollection, the big thing from that was that both sides were starting to have epiphanies, realizations, and awakenings about the connection, and realizing that there were actions and things they needed to do and steps they needed to take, and just kind of having this realization of who their true divine counterpart is. So that's what came out. Let's see now with this new moon if there's going to be action, because new moon is about new cycles, new starts. So let's see what's going on with the masculine. What's going on with the masculine with this new moon energy in Gemini? All right, all right. Okay. All right. So, all right. So the first thing I noticed off the bat, the masculine's got three threes, which is the Trinity, which that's definitely symbolic. Um, the card, the recent past, which is pretty phenomenal, since I just reminded you guys that we talked about awakenings, epiphanies, those types of things. The recent past for them is the Eight of Pentacles, work in progress. So this just reiterates that and this is my awakening card, for those of you who don't know that the masculines are starting to awaken. They're starting to realize the work they need to do for themselves, and the actions they need to take in the physical to change their life and to change the direction they want their life to take. There's still an energy right now of them. They're still sort of in this energy of feeling like maybe they've missed their chance with their divine feminine. Maybe they've blown it. Maybe too much time has went by. Kind of like, I know I see this light in the distance. I see it, but can I really have this? Can I really have this? And that's kind of, their blocking energy is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, to me, I mean, in this deck it says wise investment, but it's kind of the holy grail of everything. The Ace of Pentacles is everything in the physical, your physical reality that you could possibly want, financially, emotionally, a solid relationship, a solid foundation. And I feel like they still sort of have this energy of, I don't really know if I can have it all. Maybe I've missed my chance. But their current energy, which is absolutely beautiful, is temperance, restoration. Yes, this is a card of patience, but it's a major arcana. It's a card of healing. They're definitely working on healing right now. And that's because they don't want to feel this heartache anymore. This Three of Swords, this sadness, this just being split into different worlds. I think for the masculines who have been in karmic relationships, there's this realization, they can't keep up this facade anymore. They can't pretend to go through, they're going through the motions, right? I mean, they might really enjoy the company that they have, with this karmic partner. And I don't want to, karmic sounds like a bad word, and I'm not meaning it in that way at all. But that's what, in this community, that's the word we use. But whoever the soul connection is with them, they're meant to be learning lessons from them, and they may care about them deeply, but they're sort of in this torn energy that it's like, my heart truly and my soul belongs elsewhere. I can't do this anymore. I can't live a lie. That's what I'm just hearing. I can't live a lie. So what they ultimately want, they want to come forward to their queen, their solid queen, the nurturing, the loving, divine feminine. They're wanting to take that step towards her, because you've got here, you've got the Three of Wands awaiting results. That's kind of sort of just things being set in motion, these ideas and realizations, kind of like, yeah, and it's pretty amazing too, because you've got this masculine in the dark. He's kind of been illuminated, right? Some things are starting to come to light for him, which we've seen with the Eight of Pentacles, but he's starting to realize his destiny and his fate is in the stars, and he can't keep doing this anymore. And what he's wanting is, he's realizing, Three of Cups, celebration, community. This is often a card of weddings. It can be a card about third parties, but with the energy that I'm getting here, this is about realizing what he wants and who he wants it with. He is in this situation where it's like, okay, I'm going through the motions. I'm comfortable. It feels safe, but I can't see myself spending the rest of my life with this person. So what I'm getting, though, is that he's in this situation where he wants to take action. He's at this point where he's like, I'm Knight of Swords. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to take action. I'm there. I'm gonna do it. And then he kind of is like, nope, I'm not ready yet. I'm still not ready. I'm in this indecision. It's like, I want to do it. You've got this energy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then it's, oh, I'm scared. I can't get out of this. It's like this safety net. So he just continues to have the blindfold on and pretend like he can keep going. But the energy of this new moon, I mean, we'll pull a couple clarifiers. I don't want to, I could spend the whole reading again on the masculine, but the moon, I mean, this was on the bottom of the deck, guys. Can't make it up. Cannot make this shit up. The moon is this energy, the new moon energy, the full moon that's coming in June, and the full moon in Sagittarius, being in a fire sign. Stuff is happening, things behind the scenes. I know just in my own journey, I try to divert off path. I try to do whatever, and I'm not following what I'm supposed to be doing, and stuff happens to wake you up. So just know and trust, if you're divine feminine watching this, the masculine, he's wanting to make a change. He's wanting to come forward. He's starting to have these realizations. That's what he needs to do. He's healing himself, but he's still afraid. That's what I'm getting. It's like this energy is kind of picking up momentum, right? He's got this kind of swords like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. And it's like, oh, nope, I'm not quite ready. But just know, and look, I mean, the moon, what did I just say? Oh my God, you guys. All right. The moon is going to bring breakthroughs and awareness, and that's what the Ace of Swords. Breakthrough, awareness, awakening, cutting it out. It's going to give him the momentum he needs to finally get over these fears, because he knows who his divine feminine is. The Empress, he knows. And look, what do you know? Another 3. So, yeah, I think there's still, I mean, again, there's this more, again, stronger awareness. It started developing with this last full moon in Scorpio, but it's really, really kind of taken hold of him now, in his head and heart, and he's realizing he can't keep doing what he's doing, but he's not quite ready to change it. But I'm telling you, the energy, the divine, I mean, look at this Ace of Swords. This almost looks like 2 pillars, like 11 in the center of, God in the center. He knows who his divine feminine is. So, but he's healing right now. 4 of Swords, he's still healing, and he wants to, I mean, guys, I just keep pulling this. This is crazy. King of Pentacles, he wants to be stable. How many times have we said this? He knows when he's got to come back, he's got to be legit. He's got to be stable to match his feminine, who's the Queen of Pentacles. And when he feels that way, there's going to be an energy surge in communication. And look at that fire. That's why I just feel like that full moon in Sag and going into July and Leo season, there's fireworks. I just keep feeling something big's happening. All right, so before I run out of time here, just on the masculine, let's see what message the masculine has for the feminine right now. So if he, his 3D self, were able to say something to his feminine, what would he say? What message does the masculine have? I've thought a lot about you lately. Well, no, duh. I mean, look at all these swords and wands. I mean, this is all in his head, and he's like, I know. You've got, yeah, there's 4 or 5 swords cards here. He's thinking about his feminine and realizing what he needs to do. And he knows, again, what did I just say earlier? He's starting to, this light's going off. He's realizing what's faded. We will be together again. He's starting to know this. It's going to happen. All right, that's absolutely beautiful. All right, try to keep these in order, but let's just do it. Okay. All right, feminines, we're going to use the Mermaid Tarot for you. That was the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, by the way, by Mystic Moon. I don't think I said that. This is the Mermaid Tarot. I'm totally blanking on her name, but I'm happy to share it if anybody wants that. Like weird ringing in my ears. There's been crazy energy today. I think a wave came in. I'm really tired too. All right, feminines. What's going on with the divine feminines right now? Okay, there's a lot of cards that are wanting to come out. This is, well, that was on the bottom of the deck, so. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. Okay. Okay. So, and this, again, this is for the new moon energy for the feminines. I think she knows the new beginning's coming, right? Didn't the masculine, he's having a breakthrough. We had the Ace of Swords in him, so they're in his reading, so they're marrying each other. She knows it's coming. She knows it's coming, but her emperor, he's just not quite ready, right? He's not quite ready. That's the blocking energy, is he's not an emperor yet. He's not ready to come forward. The divine masculine just is not ready. And that's because he's healing, and actually, she's still healing too. Four of Swords. I think that came out in the masculines as well, and they got Temperance. But both are still needing to heal, needing to work through some things. She's had this realization, though, within the past couple of weeks, that this upcoming new moon is going to be very pivotal on the journey. She's realizing that they're mirroring each other. That she's starting to let go of kind of the frustration and blaming him for not being ready, and why isn't he waking up, and all these things, because she's not been looking within herself and facing those hopefully last deep dark shadows that still need to be healed within her. And the Lovers is a major arcana, and I believe it's associated with Gemini, I think. But it's the twins. I mean, and look in this card, in this deck, it looks like a female staring at a male, and they look like twins, and they're mirroring each other. I mean, you guys, you can't make this shit up, right? I say that, you can't. She's wanting to work together. Six of Pentacles. She's wanting to have a solid connection with him. She's wanting to have him put in the time in with her, but she knows it's coming, but she's kind of just working on her own self right now. The Four of Wands is the propelling energy, and you've got the moon there. But she knows. I think it's just this knowledge of no longer doubting who her masculine is, no longer doubting that it's going to happen. The fairy tale is real, right? Stepping into her energy, Queen of Wands. This also could be, if you're a fire sign, this could be a specific message for you, and you've got the King of Cups, so this could be fire and water. If you have that dynamic in your masculine and feminine connection, could just be the energy of emotion and fire, balancing those. Maybe the feminine still needs to work on that. But I just see her stepping into her power, owning it, and knowing what she needs to do, trusting that her King of Cups is coming. He's coming back. And this also is Cancer season is coming up, so it could be associated, again, July. I keep getting that. There's still a little bit of pain coming. You've got Nine of Swords and Ten of Wands. But I think it's this last push. Maybe there's some triggers that come for the feminines. Some things that she's just got to work through healing. And knowing, though, I mean, when you've got the Two of Cups is right here. But this is coming. So it's this understanding, too. I'm getting this message about knowing that you're not going to stay stuck in this energy anymore, right? That's what this is. Okay. You're not going to stay stuck in this energy, feminines, of feeling like a victim, of feeling like, when is this going to end? I'm never going to get here. I'm just struggling. I'm going to go under. I'm going to give up. The weight of the world's on me. No, you know you're almost there. You feel it. You sense it. And you kind of know that's the last little bit of what you need to do. And you're not blaming him anymore. You realize your mirrors. You realize the work you need to do. You're willing to do it. You don't want to give up anymore. And you feel blessed to be on this journey. That's what it is. That's what I'm sensing there. So let's do quickly a message for the feminine to the masculine. What does she want to tell him? Hopefully we don't run out of time, you guys. Oh. Okay, so support, ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. But I'm getting this as a message that the feminines are willing to be here for their masculine in the 3D as a friend, understanding what this is and why it's taking so long, and having patience for them, having patience for the situation, and understanding now, and just letting the masculine know that if you want to just start up a friendship again, and that's it, there will be no pressure, there will be no expectations, there will be whatever you need to heal and to feel more comfortable in the 3D if you want to do that. I think the feminines are at that stage where they're strong enough, they're um, balanced enough in their fire and their water and their emotion and their passion. The feminines are getting to the point where they're balanced enough that they can just be friends with their masculine. Um, they can be okay with that. So that's the message I'm getting there. All right, so we are running out of time here. I can always record a second one up later if this runs out, but I kind of like going with the energy that we have flowing. So let's just see if we can get through it. This is the Star Tarot. I love using this one. It's my favorite deck for the connection between the two. How the new moon is going to shift the connection between them, which we already kind of get into in the individual readings, but let's just see what comes out. Oop. Shared connection between the two. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is funny. Ooh, lots of major arcanas already in there. Wow. You guys, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. All right, so right now, the connection with the two is the Hanged Man. No kidding, because there's not really been a lot of progress in 3D for many of us who are on this path, right? There's still some things out of balance, like maybe it's just things are not moving. The blocking energy is the Lovers. That could be just because the masculine is maybe still in a karmic relationship with someone else. It could be just that, divine timing, it's not quite time yet for it to come forward, but I'm getting the sense, everybody's been feeling this strong energy in the last couple of weeks, even just things that are balancing, things that are action that's coming forward, because you've got the Magician. This is about manifestation. So things are starting to move along in the 5D, but you've got the Hangman energy in the 3D. Things aren't coming forward, but there's starting to be some slow movement forward. Possibly you might, Knight of Pentacles, after this new moon, there may be some sort of rekindling of a friendship, some sort of, just some conversations here and there, some slow movement forward. The Desire, Queen of Wands, there's definitely passion between them, and there's starting to be some more, emotional, I guess, realizations and passions rising to the surface, I think, because of the realization of the connection. Again, you have a Lion here, Leo season. Judgment is the action forward. So it's Judgment Day. The time is now. I keep hearing that. The divine is coming in and saying, especially if you're a twin flame, you might have free will, but you try to exercise it and the gauntlet comes down. I've tried myself to get off the path, trust me, and not happening. So I can joke about it now, but we'll do another video about that maybe. But it's Judgment Day. All right, karma is closing out with these twins to bring and these soul connections that are fated. They are coming together. All right, this is another major arcana, because the 10 of Cups, that's what's going to happen. This is what's supposed to happen. I think the full moon coming up, I know this is about the new moon, but the moon came out again. Look, there's a crab. It's the sign of Cancer as well. I think the moon card is associated with Cancer. So again, another sign that July, some things are happening. I think that this heartache, you've got the Three of Swords here, but I think it's ending. I think it's closing out. The moon is bringing this stuff to a close because there's a realization. This is a spiritual union. Hierophant. Another major arcana, you guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. 5 out of 78 cards, and there are only 21 in the deck. So this is major energy. It's faded. I think we're going to run out of time, but you can see this. There's this realization that this connection, it's a fated union. When it's going to happen, you know, I can't say. I don't like to predict things. But I think definitely with this new moon, there's action forward and things are going to start closing out and moving ahead slowly, but it's coming. And again, the lion, the Cancer, the crab, the lion, Cancer season, Leo season, I keep getting that very strongly. So there's going to be some sort of, I think, collectively big shift that happens, whether or not it's unions or just progress towards that. Okay, friendships rekindling, developing something very slowly. It's whatever it is, it's coming. It's beautiful. So thank you, everybody. I will see you next month.